pia. Kwa sababu tuna ule miale wa mwangaza ambao unaweza kusitiri mwangaza huo hata wakati ambapo mpira unaendelea. Katika kule wanakuja mzima ile mgogoni, lakini mambo bado yanakataa. Nakwambia kwamba mambo kakaja huende akaja na akija ulazimisha kula nyama ya panya. Je, wanakubali kula nyama ya panya wana Gor Mahia baada ya ushindi huu au watakataa katakata Gor Mahia? Nani vijana wa mabili. Tazama kipenge cha mwisho chake ndicho kitabashiri. Nilikwambia kwamba dakika zilizosalia hata hazingeweza kuruhusu kuku mgeni kumeza punje na mtama. Haya, DJ pandisha kidogo ya Bugalo. Tunakwenda katika award ceremony ambapo mtaomba Secretary Admin Evans Choke tunaomba timu ya Homa Bay muje haraka hapa kwenye jukwaa pate kutuzwa tafadhali. Homa Bay team tuje hapa juu kwenye jukwaa, kisha itafuatwa na timu ya Gor Mahia. Homa Bay team tafadhali tuje, kwa sababu maafisa wetu ni kama wanazo shughuli za dharura kwingine. Kumbuka masuala ya kupeana zawadi utongozwa na Secretary Admin Evans Choki, Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports. Vile vile Jackson Idapo ambaye ni Director Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports, na vile vile Elijah Munga, CEC Sports Homa Bay County. Hao ndio viongozi wetu ambao wanatuongoza katika idara ya kupeana zawadi. Kwa hivyo Homa Bay tafadhali, Coach Nasri and Coach Songo kindly lead the team for the awarding ceremony because we are running out of time. Thank you very much. As you respond to the call, thereafter we will be doing the awarding ceremony for the winners. That is none other than Gor Mahia, who are the champions of today's 2025, the 62nd Madaraka Day celebration soccer that was organized today through the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports. Gor Mahia emerges The winners of 2025. Wacha ngoma sasa basi. Wacha ngoma. Tunaomba mafans tutaanza kutoka to vacate the pitch. Tusalie na the teams for the awarding ceremony. Kwa sababu tunataka kuanza kufanya maandalizi katika stadium. Kwa hivyo the two teams ndizo zitasalia. The rest watatoka. Na kumbuka kwamba tuko na shughuli hapa K24 Team 47 watakuwa wanafanyia news bulletin yao ya saa moja hapa. Kwa hivyo tunaomba wale mashabiki ambao wako kwenye viti jokumane kwa mpira urumo vijomanie papendo uoge pap awache manu tafadhali kisani lakini bangla kama kuprani utakodhibiri tafadhali. Haya, that is former team is going for the awarding ceremony. Ombo bendi awala panda.
Wait, Mike, this guy, Mike is your cameraman.
Kind referees. We start with the referees.
Wait, Mike,
for the awarding ceremony. Then hapa tafadhali mketi.
Tom, your mic is on. Move this side, Tom. Where's the handle?
Hapo tuketi tafadhali.
Yeah. More. There. A bit closer to us, kidogo.
Closer to you?
Yeah, because you know you're not the lightest person we have. So the closer you are to this light, the better for everybody.
97th derby, right? 97th derby.
28-33, wins.
Yeah. Correct, you're very right. With the lapel one.
No, that's me.
Kindly let us vacate the area so that the referees can be awarded.
You are a guest, he's the host.
I can see.
To go on? Is this on? Kefa, is this one on? Is this one on? Is it 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 okay? You won't know which one is on because this is on.
Very good. Someone has given
On.
Thank you very much.
Both mics are on. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, George.
Closer to him. Closer.
Nataka akuwe nje then I welcome him. So at what point do you take up?
Okay. Alright, so.
Thereafter, the champions Gormaya will take the stage for the awarding ceremony.
So this is Boniface Osano, African football writer. Is that the right designation? Kefa, Boniface Osano, African football writer. Tell me to stop. Yeah, but we have to be free. We'll be free to speak anything. This is the vigil night for the Mashemeji Derby, Kenya's greatest club football match. That will be happening for the first time. Yeah, so. Mshapata link.
CEC, Homa Bay, Virginia, Elijah Munga, among the dignitaries who are
So it's 33-28. Okay. 35 drawn. Yeah?
Your body, don't turn completely. Don't turn completely even as you're talking to him.
So yeah. This will be okay. My face is okay to turn?
Yeah, even as you're talking to him. Don't Don't give him complete. Come on. Just be wary of the camera.
What's the farthest I can do my hand signals?
Tunaomba tutoke ndani ya uwanja. Sasa tuende nyumbani.
Nyandega!
Na timu zetu peke yake. Na wale ambao wana kazi hapa kwenye stadium. Kama hauna kazi, tafadhali tunakuomba tu kwa heshima tuanze kutoka moja kwa moja katika stadium huu.
Just check your focus. Take your focus from where wherever it is. In that position.
Mara, can we check something?
Okay, does
What?
get the sharpness, huh? When you start. Mario,
Want to check what? You're doubting something.
when you get it, let us know. Happiness. Just go slowly out, in and out, in and out. Just go in. I think you got it somewhere.
Haya,
Akienda in completely, then out in a loop.
Homa Bay
Try go in, zoom in on him completely.
So basically, we want to talk about the significance of this game. What does it mean to the fans? Some of the greatest players who have come from this part of the world. And let's just be free to talk about anything. Tying everything. Eh?
Some of the players from this side, which is
Yeah, yeah.
But then,
What was that? George Blackberry, yeah. We will get your soap. You want to edit history? You want to revise? Chile no good, huh?
from Suba.
when I go in
Yes.
and out, pole pole.
Bi nyamera. Ada pa minang ya. Gimana pa men? Gimana lupa mempogur. So guy, ma nyamera moroma Nairobi ma be kaita. Okay aga. Ini ya kanisa. Inyar kajel. Inya onyuli kajel. To ja kajel. Inya kanyado. Opak ruoth. Inge gor ko gal. Bas, gor ni kingeyo. Kikiwe gor winjo.
Dengan aja kok kan.
Correct. Kendo kik ngato goli e gor winjo. Yes. Toko idhi pako kata mana FC Leop kata Sabana.
Achako nang. Sabana kan.
Sabana mar joksi.
Mana jogero ni live
Eh?
Gina no, gimenyoa.
Koro mae nyako mung'injo ga niyo mabecha. Mae nyako ma Sego Kanyada, si ndio? Haya, wachni Kogalo oye.
Kogalo.
Kiny gor go win adi?
King Garwin
Now,
Trinel.
thank you.
3-0.
Thank you very much. We have your number.
Asha.
All right. Thank you very much.
Don't call us, we'll call you. Tuko sawa?
You're opening a video into David. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome to Homa Bay County. Welcome to Asego Kanyada. This is the home of Gor Mahia. Home by tradition, home by fans. This is what the fans have been waiting for. This, for the first time ever, the Mashemeji Derby, a league Mashemeji Derby is being staged out of town. But of course, I may be wrong on that. And those who are in the know, we will really rectify as to that. This is the vigil night for the greatest club football match in Kenya that is going to be staged tomorrow here at the Raila Odinga Homa Bay Stadium at the Roche. Where we are standing is the county, or that is the origin of Gor Mahia, from the name and also the people who really started this club. Here is Asego, got Asego from on my left here, is what gives this town the name Asego. How relevant is it here? This is the very, very mark of Homa Bay County. This is what gives Homa Bay County its real mark, Asego Kanyada. From this hill, Asego got Asego. That's where we are. How relevant is this? The fans are excited. Everyone is excited. The entire country is excited about the match that is supposed to be played tomorrow. What we're going to do tonight is simply to keep vigil, simply to wait for the greatest match ever, greatest club football match ever in this country. My name is Tom Buana, and I will be hosting a couple of guests, good guests, that are going to be there. What is happening in the stadium right now is that Gor Mahia has just played a game. Yes, you got it right. Gor Mahia has just played a football match on the eve of the greatest match ever. I know you're going to be excited. You're going to be asking questions about that. Why would Gor Mahia play a game on the eve of probably its most important football match this season? But of course, that is Gor Mahia is a big squad, has a big squad, and that was probably the second string or a melange of the youth team and some few senior teams have played. They played Homa Bay combined, and the result has been 2-0 in favor of Kogalo. And on the stage there, I think Gor Mahia is just receiving its award that has been from the game that they played. They got some 500,000 shillings, not small money by local standards here. So that is going to be. To join me now for this vigil night, I can't have the vigil night myself. It's for the fans. This is going to be for the fans. And we're going to only look for people who really understand football from a fan perspective. One of the greatest names ever in terms of fanaticism of Gor Mahia, the new age fanaticism of Gor Mahia. I'm joined here by a guy who you formerly knew as Pinyo Wacho. Today, we get to call him Boniface Osano, one of the greatest African football writers is here with me. Jamumbo, how are you doing?
Great to have you, Tom. The Duke.
You're now welcome.
The Duke of Suba.
Thank you.
Glad
I
to
grew
have
up
you.
in this town. My school is across the fence. That is Homa Bay High School. That is where I stood. So it's a surreal moment for me to welcome people from Mumbo here.
Thank you so much.
How excited are you about the game?
Wow.
Tomorrow.
What a week it has been for the people of Homa Bay in general. And of course, today we just had the Madaraka Day celebrations.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, the big one tomorrow, the Mashemeji derby, happening in Homa Bay for the very first time. I think that should be stressed because, of course, we are used to this derby happening in Nairobi. But now for the first time, it is being staged outside Nairobi and in Homa Bay in particular. So the excitement, as you can see here, people slept here. And I think today also we are going to have a few people also staying here, just waiting for the big clash tomorrow. So the excitement is palpable, and we're going to be here. Me, in particular, I don't think I'm going to catch any sleep. So we can't wait for tomorrow.
Well, things change. This is Homa Bay. It's a land of Gor Mahia. Gor Mahia was a medicine man. Gor Mahia did marvelous things. Mahia, actually, in the law, it actually means some mysterious things and mysterious powers. Now, I mean, mysteriously, I mean, Gor Mahia Jazzy, the home team. Tomorrow, Gor Mahia is home. This actually feels like coming home for a club. It really feels, because really hosting the game in, just move a little steps of you. Thank you. So really hosting the game in Nairobi doesn't feel home enough. This feels like a home match, does it?
Yeah, Homa Bay is the spiritual. I think you need to stress that part. Spiritual home.
Spiritual home
of Kogalo. Of course, the club is hosted somewhere in Nairobi. Yeah, but the spiritual home of Gor Mahia is Homa Bay. We are just a stone throw away from the shrine of the great Mahia. So we are. I can feel Juogi already. I can feel Juogi. So that's how it feels here. We are where the name came from, and you can feel the spirit all over the stadium here.
And not just the name, the people who made the club, the great Tomboya.
Tomboya.
From this county itself.
Just the other side of the road.
Would you say Gor Mahia is a fabrication of Homa Bay County?
We are at the source of the club. So I feel like we are where we should always be. Of course, that debate has been there for
never ends.
Yes, it will never end. But I think having this match here is we are doing justice to the people who started this club, and I just want to say that maybe moving forward, we'll see more of such matches being hosted in Homa Bay.
We'll see more of those matches being played in Homa Bay, being hosted in Homa Bay. But what I really like about this fact is that it feels like the club coming home. It feels like the Israelites talking about moving the tabernacle to its source, moving it to its place. So this really feels like a homecoming for the club, a homecoming of sorts to the club, having playing this match. I know Gor Mahia historically has played friendly matches in this area, done a lot of stuff, but to play a competitive league match here, and not just any league match, Mashemeji derby, hosting FC Leopards in this 12,000 seat capacity seater stadium, is it?
You see, my mom told me if it could be possible for me to bring her tomorrow. I'm still thinking about that because To be very honest, some of them have never ever watched Gor Mahia play FC Leopards in a game in a stadium live.
But
And
they follow that.
yes, they do follow everything. They do follow every result every weekend. They always ask, how did the club do? So this is an opportunity, a golden one, a spiritual one, for them to come and witness Mahia in action.
Bonnie, talk to me. Tell me some of your most memorable Mashemeji derby. I know you've attended so many football matches in the world. You've attended so many Gor Mahia football games. Which is one of your, give me two of your most memorable Mashemeji derbies.
Now, let me tell you, I'm not going to pick any because to me, so long as Gor beats FC Leopards,
It's the best thing ever.
it's the best thing that can happen to me. And that's what I'm looking forward to even tomorrow.
Yeah.
At least 2 goals, I can assure you, fans are going to be very, very
I know it's
happy.
difficult, but tell me one memorable, not the best. Just
No,
memorable.
the first one I attended way back around in 2011. I can
Yeah.
remember we won that match at Nya. It was my very first time.
Yeah.
The crowd was just energetic. Nya was full to the brim.
Is that 2011?
Yeah, it was in 2011.
I know the game. The one we beat them 3-0.
Yes, that
Yeah.
one. I can
know
remember.
Dan Makori scoring.
Yes.
Dumonde
Dumonde
Selenge.
Selenge
We had just
scoring.
got him from FC
Yes,
Leopards.
yes.
And Ochomo?
I think Uchom also scored in
Yeah,
that match.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that was my first ever Mashemeji derby. I've
Your
attended.
first ever?
Yes.
Oh,
so
young boy.
Because we are that new generation.
Yeah.
Now. Not so new because
Yeah.
now we have the
Gen
ultras,
Z is taking over.
The ultras,
Yeah.
and you know what they're doing.
Superb. Love
Superb.
the kind
They're
of work they're
bringing
doing.
something different into
So
the
in the
support
so
for
in the
the club,
reincarnation of sorts, you guys
Yes.
set the base
Yes,
for
and
the
now,
ultras to
and
do.
now we are seeing now the ultras, the modern, the more modern
Yeah.
coming
So,
in
but
and
You've mentioned the
taking over,
2011 game.
Yes,
Just
yes.
tell what's memorable about that? Because it was
Well,
your first one.
yeah, so I was so excited to travel from all the way. I was by that time staying in Eldoret, and
Yeah.
I can remember we traveled overnight, and by morning we were at Tomboy already celebrating. It was all party until the kickoff,
I know
and then the goals started coming in.
It was the most ecstatic
Beautiful.
feeling. Any other derby?
Of course, we've won. If you look at our recent history, even in the last 5 games, honestly, we've been winning. And to me, those ones are quite special.
As long as we win.
Yes, and we've been winning convincingly. 2 goals.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the thing. Just to remind you that tomorrow Gor Mahia is playing the 97th Mashemeji derby.
Yes, 97th.
97th Mashemeji derby.
Yes.
The history is on our side, but the derby doesn't respect history. Do they say? They say that, yeah?
Of course, because if you look at the table now, of course, not much is separating us in terms of performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it means tomorrow is all going to be boiled down to the pride.
Yeah.
Because this game is one game that I can assure you, Ingwe will come at us, guns blazing. And of course, they've just had an appetizer here.
Yeah.
And of course, they are salivating for more.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, and add to the fact that we are at the spiritual home of
Gor Mahia.
Of Mahia.
Yeah.
So a lot of factors are just conspiring to give us something marvelous tomorrow.
I totally understand. This is a vigil night for the Mashemeji derby. The fans are ecstatic. We are not going to dwell so much on what will happen on the pitch for the 90 minutes or so, because that one, the technical bench and the players will be doing what they know best. This is for the fans. This is for the fans. It is being brought back to the home. This is going to be ecstatic. Remember, the tickets are still being sold, and I'm told as at now, we are 70% sold out. So remember to buy your tickets. Go on tikiti.co.ke. Buy your tickets. They're being sold tomorrow. This 12,000 seater, you just heard from Bonnie that his mom wants to come here. And I know so many people would love to come here. So many stories. People who've never, ever watched Gor Mahia are going to find it. It's so close to them. They're going to find it the first time ever. They're going to watch Gor Mahia close home. And as Bonnie says, it's a spiritual home of the club. The spiritual home of the club means this is a county
This is a
where
home of Juogi.
it hails. This is a home of Juogi, they say. We are going to go all out. The fans want to see their players. The fans want to see the club. They are happy to have their club here with them. You've talked about 2011. What comes to mind to me is, I think, one of the games that the most memorable football Mashemeji derby to me that we did not win is the 2009 second leg. Call it Gor Mahia versus What's the name of this goalkeeper, FC Leopards goalkeeper who became?
Kasaya?
No. It's generation before Kasaya. Webo.
Yeah, Webo.
Lawrence Webo.
Lawrence Webo.
We
yes.
literally played against Webo that match. It was a floodlit game at Nyayo National Stadium. Webo kept us out of that game.
That's the spirit of the Mashemeji derby.
And they got only one chance and they scored.
Yes. It takes that kind of super performance from one player to decide Mashemeji derby.
To the fans who are watching us, please tell us, what are we expecting tomorrow? What do you expect about tomorrow's game? I know where you're watching, wherever you're watching from, what are kind of your wishing messages to the club, what to the fans who are traveling down to Homa Bay. It's going to be great. This is a magnificent stadium. Imagine floodlights out of Nairobi, man. This is what we've been yearning for all those times. Look at all this. It's now, what time is it now? It's around 7, heading to 7? Yes, it's 5:07, and the stadium is like this. We can play
we
a
can
game
be
here
till tomorrow.
This is going to be valid. What excites me more about this, it's coming home. You talk about spiritual home. This is the town where I was born and brought up. Homa Bay High School is just across here. Across the fence is Homa Bay Primary School, where I went to school. Then next to it is Homa Bay Hospital, probably where I was born, I have no idea. So this is really exciting. It's surreal. When we went, the first time I watched Gor Mahia here, let me tell you, the town came to a standstill. They did not even come to play a football match. They were passing on their way to Sony to go play in Sony. It's a Sunday. I think there was no Sadaka in church that day. All churches closed to come and watch Gor Mahia. And that was the team that are the great people like Steve Okumu, Steve Odiaga. This is the 90s. I think the current coach Zico was just, transitioning out of the team, and they were great players. One of them comes from this place, Tile Noguta. Tile Noguta, who has a nice history with Gor Mahia, because Tile Noguta played for Beta High School or Homa Bay High School? I think Homa Bay High School. The former team manager of Gor Mahia, Tom Ogweno, played for Beta High School. And when those two teams were playing, Beta High School versus Homa Bay High School, that is what brought Gor Mahia. Everybody is excited. Everyone is ecstatic about what's going to happen. We can't wait for tomorrow. This is the vigil night for Mashemeji Derby. We're just going live just to test our stuff and to tell you that this is really happening. For all those guys who are still doubting, it's really happening.
No, it's happening. It's happening. It's been coming. Some of us who truly love the game, we've been praying for a time that you see we can host even the national team outside Nairobi, because all our football matches are happening in Nairobi. But if you look at other countries, even in Africa, talk of Nigeria, talk of South Africa, they have their national teams playing in different regions. You only need to bid. If you have a stadium like this, you only need to bid.
Why are you so anti-Nairobi?
No, of course, if you look at Nairobi, when it comes to football, we have too much football in Nairobi. Even in terms of clubs, they are all over, and they are lacking that attachment with fans.
In fact, the 18 clubs that are in the Kenya in the FKF Premier League, good 70% of them are Nairobi based.
Yeah, they are Nairobi based. But where is the fan base? But I can assure you, when you move out of Nairobi, when you go to Western, you go to the sugar belt that we used to have before. I stayed in the sugar belt for some time, and matches there used to attract good crowd. So this is something that I've been praying to see happening, and it's happening.
Are you trying to say tomorrow we'll have a full house?
No doubt about that. No doubt about that. These guys have been wanting Kogalo here, and this is their moment to show that they truly wanted the team to be here. And I'm sure they're not going to disappoint.
The fans, there you had it. The fans, tomorrow is going to be a full house in this place. This is Homa Bay, the spiritual home of the club, the spiritual home of Gor Mahia. Tomorrow is going to be a full house here. So you better make your way. You better get the tickets. Get your tickets tomorrow for tomorrow's game.
And come early, please. Don't wait.
The kickoff is 3 p.m.
Yes,
so
3
what's
p.m. Honestly, when it comes to Mashemeji Derby, to me, it's like a holiday.
Okay.
Get out of your bed, take breakfast, and be here. Be entertained, of course. There will be more than just football.
And there were stories today about the Madaraka Day that was held here, that people slept in the stadium.
Of course. It's the excitement about everything that has been happening in Homa Bay. And to me, tomorrow is just the climax. So you don't want to miss tomorrow.
You better make it early. He says make it early because I mean, there are only 12,000 tickets being sold,
yes.
because the stadium is a 20,000 seater.
Yes.
And I mean, you don't want to leave. If you come from around this area, if you come from Homa Bay, Migori, Kisumu, Kisii, Nyamira, Kericho, this is the closest Mashemeji Derby has ever been. This is the closest Mashemeji Derby will be in this season or in the near future. This is your moment. This is your moment to be a part of not just a football club, to be a part of history. Because it is the first time Gor Mahia is playing out of the city on a Mashemeji Derby. League match. A league Mashemeji Derby.
A competitive game.
But of course.
Not just a friendly.
But of course, we've also had other Mashemeji Derbies held out of the city. Anything that comes to your memory?
I cannot remember. I did my research. I asked Jotene. The people have been there before, and they can't recall when the match was played out of the city. The best they told me is that it has always been played at Nyayo City Stadium, Toko Mwanda, or Kasarani, but not outside. Not outside. I think the last time we came very close to having it in Machakos. But I can remember I put down a post and I really argued against it.
Against Machakos?
Yeah, yes, because...
What are your pointers against Machakos?
Machakos, to be very honest, is a bit removed, far removed from fans.
From the people?
Yeah, from the people. And this is a kind of a match that you want the people to be there.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and having
we will be back shortly. Boom, 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 pa, pa, pa.
Okay.
Tukufanya thank you.
How was it? It was okay.
Mano kionjo.
Not really watch French lingan.
Gika pedu cha ilo ngene ngao. Now, relax, bad.
We already tested with it. Mike is saying it can't hear. Now, can you hear?
Hey, better,
Can you hear? Yeah, it's okay now, Mike.
We are back. How are you? You look very familiar. Yeah, you look like a guy I taught in class.
Now, listen. You can hear him now.
Is our Mugabe joke internal or we can still take it out?
Oh,
very good. That is something I love.
Lorenzo, please.
Tom. Mics are okay. Tom, don't use the mic.
I thought we are out of
now.
Karakawa ngo yitu mwana wa.
Bwana doge set.
Very checking. So you'll be out, then I'll call you when you come in.
Okay.
You can hear me for now. I'm in Asego Kanyada. No, you'll walk in. But most, Bana. But director gave me look at a guest, yeah. How was the function today? Were you at the function, by the way?
No,
You've just come in?
I just come in by the flight of this afternoon.
I'll leave the handle.
Tell me, can you hear door now?
No, he's not talking.
Hello.
Handle.
Hello.
Come.
Hello.
Fantastic.
Tako nayo, si ndio?
Thank you.
Uko sawa?
I want to grow like you so that I gain your height.
Yeah, that should be goal in life.
Yes.
Always look up to me. Literally. Always look up to me. Literally.
Okay. Very good. Yes, it's very good. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy that we have won the Madaraka Day Cup. And yes, we are looking forward to tomorrow and hope that we increase our chance of taking the league. And also, I've had a lot of bragging that people that have never lost to God have never beaten, and they should be dismantled by the end of the day tomorrow.
Thank you.
Very good. So why is it taking so long to...
Because your voice is guagua.
Guagua?
Yeah.
Oh, so I need some beer.
You need a crown beer. Remember our crown beer?
Yes.
What happened to our crown beer, Jacob? You're not very good in keeping relations. Yes?
Okay, let's get going.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
We're good? Kefa, tuko sawa? Very good. So this is the vigil night. This is the Mashemeji Derby vigil night. We are still going on. We are waiting for the greatest club football match of Mashemeji Derby that is going to take place tomorrow here at the National Stadium. Yeah, today it feels like a national stadium. This is Homa Bay, Raila Odinga Stadium in Homa Bay. Joining me now is a man who looks like I taught him in school a few years ago. But this is Mugabe. Welcome, Mugabe. Welcome Mugabe to the club.
Yes,
welcome to
you.
Homa Bay.
I am very
Your first time
happy.
in Homa Bay?
I was here just about 60 years ago. I came to appear in some ports here in 1979.
Okay.
Yes. So this is almost my 100th time to come to Homa Bay.
Yes.
Yes. So I know the place fairly well.
Very good.
I've been to the fire. I have been to the law courts. I have been to...
Of course, you've been to the law courts.
Yes, and I have been to Kotia Bala. Used to be here around 79. I was in Kotia Bala.
Talk about Otea Bala.
Yes.
Otea Bala was a mayor in this city. Do you know why? Abala is not really his name.
Yes.
Abala was his nickname.
Okay.
Yeah, just like Mugabe is not your name.
Mugabe is not my name.
But you've adopted it.
It's earned, well earned.
So Abala was his name. The locals gave him Abala because politically
Yes.
he was always against the wave.
Against the wave.
Yeah, he was always against the wave.
It's no
Nenga
Balo,
Mabalo.
Balogiji.
Balogiji.
Okay.
A guy who always go against the
It's
wave.
good to know that.
Yes, Otea Bala.
Kotia Bala.
I taught you a few
Yeah,
years ago.
thank
but
you very
keep
much.
teaching
I
you.
appreciate your
Chairman,
teaching.
this is the chairman of Gor Mahia, Ambrose Ambrose
Dixon.
Please introduce yourself.
Ambrose Dixon Otieno Rachel, otherwise Mugabe.
There you have it.
Yes.
There you have it
Thank
for
you.
him. Chairman,
Right.
this
Chairman
is
of
the first
Gor-
time
Yes.
Gor Mahia is playing Mashemeji Derby out of Nairobi.
Yes.
How does it make you feel as a chairman, first as a chairman of the club?
First of all, I was fairly apprehensive,
Yeah.
having regard to what recently had transpired
Yeah.
in a small stadium.
Yeah.
By small, I mean to say that stadium that is not the size of either
Nyayo
Nyayo
or Kasarani.
or Kasarani.
Yeah.
So I was anxious about it, but as time went on, I embraced the idea. And now, having looked at the size of the stadium and the way it is erected and furnished, I have no doubt that we will have a very good match tomorrow, and I feel ready to go. The team feels ready to go. So it's a great honor. I feel it's a great honor for us because in terms of origin, the origin of Gor Mahia Football Club, Gor Kogalo, comes from this Homa Bay County, from somewhere in Kanyamwa.
Just close here.
Just very, very close here. So that is a great pride for us, both, though I don't come from this county, but the fact that the derby is being played on the home ground of the person whose name was, the team that was named after Gor Mahia, and he resides here, and his legacy is still here. That's a great honor for us.
And not just about the naming.
Yes.
The person who really, the tailor who crafted the Gor Mahia in itself, Thomas Joseph Mboya,
Yes.
is a son of the soil.
Yes, I have been to his where he was interred in Rusinga Island. I have been to his mausoleum, and we owe him a lot in the efforts in the late 60s to craft Gor Mahia Football Club and to unite what at that time appeared to be another club, union and all that kind of thing. So his foundation, I think it's for us to play only a few kilometers from where he was interred, again, makes me feel great. Yet, the stadium is also named after our patron, Raila Amolo Odinga.
So we have all the stars are aligning.
All the stars are aligning here, and even the person speaking to me, I think comes from this great
Born and brought up. Son
in
of the
this,
soil.
yes, son of the soil.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these are great accolades that can only excite, bring excitement, pleasant excitement.
Chairman, admit it.
Yes.
This is the vigil night of Mashemeji Derby. Gor Mahia is really for Homa Bay people.
Yes. Well, Gor Mahia is a movement.
Yes.
It has no ethnic leaning.
Yes.
When we had a stampede in 2010,
October the 23rd.
October 23rd at Nyayo National Stadium,
Yeah.
the evidence that Gor Mahia is international and multi-ethnic,
The casualties.
that came in, is a bad example to give.
Yeah.
But that time that people learn that, look, the fans go beyond. We go up to Murima
Yes.
and go up to Garissa. And so it is not something that is meant for people from Nyanza or people who are of the ethnic, the Luo.
Yeah.
Ethnic
But of course, the bedrock is here.
The bedrock is here, and as I say, the founding was here, and that cannot be overlooked.
Chairman, I know your understanding of the Bible is better than mine by far and better than most by far. This, to me, looks like, the coming home. The Israelites, when they're taking the tabernacle, moving the tabernacle to its original place. Was it a box or something being moved to its original place? So
Yes.
this sounds like Gor Mahia coming back home. It's the homecoming of sorts. Ngugi wa Thiong'o.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Ngugi went to be with the Lord just a few days ago.
Yeah.
I think it was Wednesday
Yes,
or so. May God rest his soul in eternal peace. You are quite right that my knowledge about the Bible, although I'm not a priest, I can tell you that I was born into deep Christianity.
Yeah.
My late father was the Reverend Canon Hezron Rechier and was a leading Anglican priest, that is ACK.
Yeah.
Canon is a long-serving Christian. So I was born into Christianity.
Yeah.
I was born into the Bible. I know it from Revelation, from Genesis to Revelation,
Yeah.
so that all those things that St. John was seeing in the
Revelation.
in the Revelation, those images, those are things that I have gone through. I've also done theology at Trinity International University, so I have a good background of theology. But to respond to your question directly, you can only liken what is happening here, this vigil,
Yeah.
to the return of the people, call it even the exodus from
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
yes, into
The promised land.
in the promised land,
Yeah.
yes, into Jerusalem,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
that is what it is.
It really feels like, the homecoming.
Yes.
The club is going back to its roots.
Yes.
You said this is like the spiritual home
Indeed.
of the club.
Yes.
So the match tomorrow will be very significant
Yes.
to the fans.
Good, and then remember Moses, and remember Joshua,
Yeah.
and remember all those people
Yeah.
going into Canaan, all that kind of thing. So this is the feeling that we do have,
Yeah.
and I want to invite people not to miss this occasion. If you cannot get into the fastest means,
Yeah.
still the match is tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think it's at 3
p.m.
3 p.m.
Yeah.
You can get a bus. You can pull some funds together and get here, so that you are not left when we are returning to our place, the promised land.
Chairman, I only said that the tickets are on tikiti.co.ke, but I'm only speaking as a fan. From the office, that maybe the fans will trust you more. Is that so? Where is the ticket being sold?
Yes, the ticket is being sold online, and I've had a lot of complaints of people saying that, look, there are those people who are not used to, who are not digital and all that kind of thing. Now, that is really not a very sincere claim.
Yes.
All of us, last year, had an old 96-year-old auntie, and she was able to operate M-Pesa,
Okay.
which is just the same kind of process. So if you can receive M-Pesa,
Why can
you
you
can
send?
receive M-Pesa or send M-Pesa to somebody at age 96. Why wouldn't you? And you can't really invoke the fact that we are rural people, etc. I think that should be dismissed with the contempt that it deserves.
And actually, all the people watching us now are watching us online.
Online.
So as you are online, you're able to access the tickets.
Yes.
And so what's the site where tickets are being sold? We only said tikiti.co.ke.
Yes.
Please confirm to us that.
Yes. My treasurer, Gerfas Kuku Obola, will be expounding on this because he is the money.
He's the money man.
Money man. But suffice it to say that they're being sold online by Tikiti.
Yes.
Whom we have commissioned to be able to take care of that. I think it gives better transparency because even as they sell the tickets, we are able to follow the amount so we can see.
But Chairman, I will not let you go before I ask you this. Today as I was leaving my place coming here, our security officer at where I live was quick to remind me like, oh, the Mashemeji Derby is tomorrow. I say, yeah. So he say, but Gor Mahia siku hizi sio strong kama vile ilikuwa kitambo. Then I ask him, what do you mean kitambo? He tells me, oh, in the 80s, Gor Mahia was the strongest thing. And I'm like, who won the league last season? It's not Gor Mahia, it is Gor Mahia who won the league last season. So according to him, it's not just the title, it's the it's the aura of the club, it's the kind of players that we have. Do we have the Michael Olungas of this world? I know it's not possible to, it's not fair to put a direct comparison.
Yes.
But then talking about preparations for next season and also are we able to get quality players? And by quality players, I'm not saying these are not quality players, but quality players like names, jina zinazotajika.
Yes.
Strong
I understand
players where we can walk into Tanzania and beat Yanga the way we want.
I understand you.
Please talk to us
very,
about
very, 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 very well.
Yeah.
Yes, that claim has been there for a long time, but I want to address it in two ways.
Yeah.
First, I want to give a rhetoric question. How many times has Gor won the Kenyan Premier League?
Needless to answer, 21.
Yes, 21.
Yeah.
And who is number 2 and what is their position?
Some 12.
It is 13, somewhere like that. That itself shows that we are not to be dismissed very, very easily.
Chairman, this is a show of records.
Yes.
It is 12. The second person is 12. League
Not,
title.
not 13.
Where did they get the 13?
I thought Tusker had 13.
Where did they get the 13th? One was cancelled.
One was cancelled.
Yes.
So they are 12. That is almost half. Give number 2 is almost half the champions.
Exactly.
Then we should really
Be proud of us.
be proud of ourselves. Yet I want to admit that yes, 2015 we won the league unbeaten, and we
10
had
years, we're celebrating 10 years now.
and the players. I would want to say quality. We had more clinical.
Correct.
More
I think that's the
clinical,
right
more
expression.
clinical players, and that is what we should be working
Towards.
and that is the only promise I can give to people, that when looking at the next
season.
next season,
Yeah.
we will take time to be able to recruit in the same way, but not
Players who
not
can
too
sign
many.
autographs.
Yes.
Thank you, Chairman.
Right.
Tomorrow is the Mashemeji Derby. The 97th Mashemeji Derby is tomorrow from right here at the Raila Odinga Homa Bay Stadium. We will be live here the whole day from tomorrow, giving you build-up. But Chairman, assure those fans who are coming tomorrow there's going to be adequate security.
Yes, there will be adequate security. We have engaged quite a substantial number of official security, like RDU, regular police. We have horse riders, apart from just our numbers of the usual stewards.
Yeah. So we have adequate security tomorrow.
We have adequate security.
Boniface,
and yes, go ahead.
Boniface Osano was really wondering if he's contemplating whether to bring his mother to the game. People who live around this county who really wanted to see Gor Mahia. Do you think people of such age are welcome for tomorrow's game?
Yes, even infants are welcome. People who are of advanced age should come. They should fear nothing, because we think that security is adequate.
Tomorrow is a celebration.
It should be
the coming home of Gor Mahia.
Yes, it is. And we also want to say, just remember what our captain said recently. Yes.
What did he?
Philemon Otieno said.
He's been on the media throughout the week.
Yes.
So what did you take from him?
Well, I took something on the back, at the back that it is not possible
to lose here. It is not possible. This feels like a home match.
Yes.
It's the real feeling of a home match here.
Indeed. So,
Chairman, parting shot?
yes, may I call upon all our fans, our members, to turn out in great numbers to be able to support the team and to enable us to realize this promise we are saying that we should not lose here. That is my parting shot. Come one, come all. And
there you have it.
Thank you.
You got it from Mugabe himself. Yeah. Come one, come all. Tomorrow is our biggest day. Yeah. Asante sana, Chairman. We'll see you tomorrow. After the game tomorrow, we'll be celebrating here with you. Right here at the spiritual home of Gor Mahia.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
De rien,
Mais
de
tu
rien.
parles très bien, hein?
Oui, je parle bien.
Thank you so much. Jacob Jogiluongi. Jogidomi so Jacob. He's just trying to tell Chairman that tomorrow we have... Kwa nini? Kwa nini? Yes. Hapa. Hawezi, hawezekani. Hata draw? Yes. Lazima tufanye nini? That is a typical Gor Mahia fan. That's a typical Gor Mahia fan. People who have waited for so long to see Gor Mahia this close. Hata Mkenya lazima ashinde. There you have Zico. I mean, that's not just pressure. That's not just pressure. That is the real excitement. That's the real expectation of a Gor Mahia fan, a typical Gor Mahia fan. This is a home. The captain said it recently. Hakuna vile Shemeji anaweza kuja hapa atushinde. No way. The fans are echoing what the captain said. There is no way. Tomorrow, I can't wait tomorrow. Thanks to all guys. We're winding this down. This has been the vigil night. This will be the vigil night for Gor Mahia, for the Mashemeji derby tomorrow. I can't wait for tomorrow. We'll still have here Boniface Osano for tomorrow, who hopefully brings his mom for the game. Tomorrow, it's going to be big, big, big. We're going to have more and more people coming on stage, coming on the set here to interview them, to talk to us about nice stories that have been happening in the club. 97th Mashemeji derby is tomorrow. This is my name, is Tom Buana, signing out of the Raila Odinga Stadium, Homa Bay. Boom, boom, boom. Kesho. Kogalo.
Excellent, excellent.